I just make dollars, I don't make deals. I've been going hard in the paint, still blowing kush clouds till I can't feel like.
Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right?
Welcome, everyone. You're now listening to the Say With Your Chest podcast. And I'm your host, Mr. Lightskin Key Sweat. And we back. Finally. It's been a long time. Maybe about 6 months. But I appreciate everyone for finally sticking with me and, being back with me, checking me out. So I appreciate everyone. Now you get to see me a little bit more. Maybe not, depending on how I'm feeling. Ain't nothing changed this way. So we're going to keep saying it with our chest because that's what we do over here. That's why you tune in, because we have a different perspective. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is our 100th episode. So, you can go back and listen to all 99 others, catch up whenever you feel like. All those are audio only. So get your listen on. Now, Happy New Year. It's been an interesting New Year to start off with, right out the gate. I had a friend of mine who lost his life. I got the news on December 30th. So I just want to say rest in peace, Jamal. We didn't always talk, but when we did talk, it was always good times. So, such an early age, we really got to take care of ourselves. We really got to listen when they telling us something. When you go into the doctor and they telling you about yourself, you can't just keep doing what you want to be doing. So keep that in mind. Now, another sad news. More tragedy in my city. It's crazy. There's always something going on in my city. But rest in peace to those victims who lost their lives on Bourbon Street. That tragedy from that reckless maniac. I don't know what was going on in that guy's head. And everybody going to speculate. Everybody going to try to figure it out. But it won't change what happened. Now, I had a lot of people ask me, if I knew anybody that was out that way, if everybody was all right. Hey, look, just because you know people from a city, you don't need to ask people about what's going on in that city if they don't live there no more. Just throw that out there. But when I saw what time this was happening, although it was a new year, it was 3 a.m. Now, we getting up there in age. Nobody I know going to be out there at 3 a.m. Now, back in the day, high school, early college days, I was out there. And guess what? It wasn't safe back then either. I remember being out there with a couple people, and it was around the holiday time, and we was on Bourbon Street, and they had some gun shots went off, and everybody had to take off running, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Bourbon Street's not safe. I know everybody not from there. That's all you hear about, and you want to go explore. A lot of y'all think y'all door to explore out here, but you need to be safe. And Bourbon Street ain't where it's at, but nonetheless, this was uncalled for. This shouldn't have happened. Again, we live in a tough times. A lot of people taking their pain out on others that didn't cause anything. I don't know. I don't know where we go from here. I don't know how you even prevent something like that. At the end of the day, it's not easy to drive on Bourbon Street. So, out the gate, when he hit the corner, that had to be intense. I'm not the type to be able to go back and watch videos. I'm not that nosy. I do not want to be that informed. Again, it's sad. Like I said, another tragedy. There's always something. Now, more news, more sad news. Rest in peace. And not only just rest in peace, but condolences to everyone who not only lost their lives, but also lost valuable things that you can never replace again. Now, I'm not into the materialistic things, although you can see a lot of materialistic things in the background. But when I sit there and imagine having my whole home burnt down without the opportunity to be able to remove anything, even if you run it out quickly, you can't grab that much. Like, I know everybody think they're going to grab everything, but I promise you, you won't be able to grab much. You're going to forget a bunch of things that's important. A lot of y'all hoarders, so we know y'all got a bunch of things. And everybody say, oh, why would you live somewhere where you know this happened? I promise you, as someone who's lived around the hurricanes, when you leave that, there's always something else. Everywhere got something that where you was just at didn't have. And it's an adjustment. You know, it's tough. It's hard. So we just gonna say a lot of prayers over here with the, these tragedies. Like, they're trying to place all the blame on the mayor. This black woman said she didn't manage the budget properly. I started to read some of the numbers, but we gonna wait. I wanna look a little deeper before I come defending. But you damn if you do, damn if you don't. I mean, at the end of the day, the numbers kept going up over the years. They kept spending money. It doesn't prevent the fires. That's not the budget she cut. To some degree, from my readings, she was cutting some of the expenses to be able to increase some of the salaries. I think these firefighters need to get paid. I know that. Now, I heard, and I've been hearing, there's a lot of inmates who they've allowed to become firefighters during these times to help battle these fires. But to me, it lets you know about the system that we live in and how it's not necessarily here to make us be better. All the time, at least. Because why shouldn't the inmates who risking their lives get some time served to some degree off of their sentence? Especially the non-murderers, of course. You know what I mean? I mean, we know where they should be at, but I'm saying all the other crimes, they should be able to go be firefighters. They should be able to go and do construction type jobs, work on the bridge. Remember back in February, March, in 2024 in Baltimore, they had that bridge that collapsed. A lot of people lost their lives. A lot of people claim there was a lot of illegal, maybe legal, I don't know, but immigrants. Because it was a job that maybe a lot of people didn't want to work. They were working overnight. It's cold, over the water, building, constructing, I don't know, engineering, doing some work, labor intensive, for low wages. See, these companies don't want to spend no money. But if you go ahead and incentivize the legal system, the inmates, hey, you can get some time off, some real time, not that play around time. Like, if I'm going to be risking my life, give me a couple years off, give me some real time, especially with good behavior. And the labor's cheap for the companies. Sound like America's great again. I don't know. Maybe not that great. We don't want to be that great right now. You hear such and such is coming back. We're going to get into it, but not right now. Not right now. Not right now. So, again, let's just keep California, keep LA, keep, I heard not everybody got fire insurance. Whoa. Again, I come from a city that had special insurance. You don't have flood insurance in New Orleans, then they're not covering it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where you're living at. I don't know what you're doing. But if you don't have no warranty, if you ain't got no insurance, you ain't got no product. Okay? So protect your stuff at all costs. That don't mean physically. Sometimes that mean on paper. Sometimes that mean by spending a few dollars. I don't know. Everybody want the money but don't know what to do with the money. Another bad news, and we're going to stop right here because we got to get to some good things a little bit, some kind of good things at least. I was driving to church the other day, y'all, and I think I ran over a squirrel. So we got to say a prayer for the squirrel, y'all. We got to say a prayer for the squirrel. Now, I wasn't driving fast. I know I like to be Speedy Gonzalez, but I wasn't driving fast. I had just turned out the neighborhood, so I wasn't going that fast. And the squirrel jumped out and then jumped back. And then you heard a doom. But I just kept going straight. And, when I look back, I did see an object or something, an item. I don't know. Something small that was just, still. However, after church and some errands after that, I went back home the same way. And I went, driving slow, looking. And the squirrel was not there. So, like I said, we just going to say a prayer. Because I don't know if I did that or not. But I think the squirrel injured for sure. Okay. But again, not my fault. Things happen in life. That's the world we live in. But I don't have no problem admitting it. Is all I'm saying. And rest in peace if that squirrel didn't make it, or if life is just not the same anymore. I don't know. But I got a quick prayer I want to read for y'all. I got this from Dion, Coach Prime. Coach Prime out here doing his thing. Shout out to him being a great father. That's just right there. We're going to stop right there for right now, but right there, a great father. Dion made a little post. I said, right on time, Dion. You knew what I was doing today. He said, God is good and the enemy is active. Please understand who we serve and know that God is undefeated. I don't care what it looks like right now. We win in the end. So I'm going to praise him in advance. Thank you, Jesus. Hey, I'm recording on Sunday. Now, I didn't go to church today, okay? God, he know my heart. And I had a real reason this time. Like, I don't like missing church. I don't think you really have a real reason to miss church. I'm just going to be honest. And we do not count church from home. Sorry, not over here. We just don't. We don't believe in watching church on TV. Now, you can do it in your spare time, but it don't replace going to church. For me, my opinion. So, that's how I feel. We all can respect each other's differences, right? Okay, we're just going to start with that. But I didn't go, okay? And I've been on the road. I've been going, okay? It snowed out here in Atlanta on Friday. Now, it don't snow out here in Atlanta, y'all. So, they're not prepared, even though we had a little notice. The news was reporting that it was coming down. It was going to be strong. The grocery stores was packed. People was preparing, So, I think it worked out. Although, you still had a lot of foods out there on Friday. They still had a lot of accidents. people do what they want. That's the world we live in. Everybody know the rules. Everybody at least got an idea of what the rules are. But people do what they want. It is what it is. So, hopefully everybody stays safe. I stayed inside. I don't like the cold. I definitely don't like the snow. So I don't even know what to do out there. Nah, my backyard, my front yard, on top of my car, ice everywhere. But I'm not going out there to play in it. I thought about it. I got a nice little hill in the backyard. I thought about it. But I'm not properly prepared. And I'm getting up there in age, okay? So I said no, okay? I said not for me. Sorry. It's not worth it. I'm not a kid anymore. You got to understand that. You got to believe that. You just do. Sorry. Now, I did see a few neighbors make some snow, man. Nah, I almost did that. I almost did that one. But I said to myself, T, you gonna get sick. And you don't like to get sick. So it's not worth it. You see Olaf in the back? I got a snowman. So I'm good. But again, stay safe, stay warm, stay inside, Again, Happy New Year. How are you bringing in the new year? How did you bring in the new year? How has your new year been? For me, church has been top priority. Consistency, of course, but we believe in that. That's just what we do. Because I need it. I need it to get me through the week. That's it. I need to hear something. I need to feel something. I need to just be in the house just to put up with everything that we deal with. Personally, just what you see in the world, what you watch on TV. It's a lot. And I believe in balance. I know everybody don't, but I do. I think we should. I think we should improve ourselves a little bit. But balance, better balance. I believe it starts with church. Sorry. I think we need more God. That's it. Strengthen that foundation a little bit. That's all. He is king. You know that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Y'all was celebrating Santa Claus on December 25th. That's what y'all was doing. I was out here telling people Jesus is the reason for the season. A little bit. Just a little bit. I was saying Merry Christmas too. I bought some gifts. I was Santa Claus a little bit, this year. I did something I don't normally be doing. I bought more people gifts. It was all right. And I got some gifts in return that I was happy about. So shout out to everybody who bought some gifts. I appreciate that. I appreciate you appreciating me. See, that's why you get gifts. FYI. You get gifts because you was good to somebody throughout the year. I know a lot of y'all think you should just be getting gifts just because, but you're really getting a return on your investment. That's what's going on, okay? As I was in church in the beginning of the new year, one of the associate pastors, he was preaching, and he had a good little message I wanted to share with y'all, He started to talk about who's the leader of your household. I said, let me take some notes. Let me see what he going, see where he going with this. Okay. Maybe he going to tell me something about me. Maybe he going to tell me something about she, I don't know. We all need to hear something. We all need to make improvements. And he was saying, hey, are your roles traditional? Are your expectations traditional? Are they the same for both? Are they communicated in advance? Is everybody on the same page? Do everybody have the same goals? You know, and hey, women are leaders too, fellas. Shout out to you ladies. New Year, same stuff. Hey, don't worry about it. Shout out to you ladies. Women are smarter than men at times, just as qualified as men at all times. Definitely more in tune with their emotions and their feelings and more compassionate than men, for sure. We're not going to leave that out. You know, and in his story, he started to share, you know, he got real personal. I like this church a little bit because they don't mind being a little vulnerable at times. They will break down and cry, and everybody else will cry with them. Okay. And I ain't gonna lie, we're crying a little bit. Just a tad. Not me, you know, not that time. But he was telling me about how his wife allowed him to be the leader of their household. In a pivotal time, you know, they was making some decisions. She wanted another kid. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, fellas. Uh-oh. These ladies be having baby fever. And look, they already had 3 kids of their own. She wanted to adopt. You know, I was right with the man when he was telling this story. He said, hey, I ain't know. You know, I was already taken back, but I was listening. You know, but I started thinking about how I'm going to pay for all these children, you know. How we going to do that? You know, men do be thinking about money. So, ladies, when you want something, you approaching a man asking, hey, babe, can we do this? Already have an idea as to how we think we might pay for it. You know, more stuff mean more money, usually, you know, or some type of change in lifestyle or something. Okay. But in that story, he said that his wife came to him and said, hey, it's been on my heart. I want to adopt. I think we should adopt a child from Africa. I mean, I'm taking notes. Like I said, I'm taking notes. Already locked in because they not from Africa. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm intrigued. I want to hear how this is going to go. Because I really don't pay attention to who kids or for who at the church. So, I don't know. But I know they're not from Africa. Okay. So, I'm trying to hear his dilemma during the story. And he had one. And he was unsure. But he's a religious man. You know, he believed in helping others and doing for those less fortunate and giving back and things to that nature. But then, all of a sudden, his father-in-law passed away. I said, uh-oh, you already know what that means. He said, then wifey said, hey, well, Pops left us some money, so I think our financial concerns are gone away. I think we could go ahead, you know. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not pushing you, but, you know. And he was like, but how do you know he left it for a new kid? How you know this not supposed to be for the kids we already got? I said, ooh, good point. Good point. So he said he had to keep thinking about it. He had to keep processing it. So some time went by. He eventually met with another pastor. You know, a pastor he didn't know. And at that time, that pastor randomly shared a story with him. Now, look, it's getting weird right here, okay? The story this pastor shared with him was almost identical to the situation he was going through. That man had just adopted a child and he wasn't sure if he should do it, but God put it on his heart and he did it. I said, okay, now, is this a story just for church or, you know, did this really happen? It sounds good, you know, I'm following, but hey, it's not my story. I'm believing, so I'm sharing this story. You believe too, because we believers. Now, in the story, he said right after the meeting with the guy, he go call his wife. He said, babe, we're going to get that baby. She's so happy. You know, they eventually book their trip to Africa. They go handle business. They out there though. He said they out there for a minute. You know, a couple weeks go by. Paperwork. He said, you know, it was starting to be a little weird, but they believe. He said, but he had to go back. You know, check on the other kids they had. Handle business, you know. But she was gonna finish the process. Come back with the kid. He said, but she gave him a call. Right, you know, they said the last minute, the last hour before everything was going to be done, and said something happened. You know, the little boy, who wasn't that little, but the little boy eventually communicated that he was taken away from his mom by like his uncle or something. And his mama didn't know. And they eventually did some reaching back out. And the mama was like, I want my baby back. And they didn't get to take the baby back. Like, you know, tough, interesting story, you know. But in his story, he said his wife never pressured him. He said his wife never forced him to make that decision or what decision to make, because he was unsure. And she knew that. You know, he said that later on his wife came back and said, you know, I prayed to God to show you and put it on your heart to just make the best decision as leader of our household. And I just thought that was interesting, because I know a lot of women ain't about to be praying and just leaving it up to God like that. Not all the way like that. Not without sharing some words of advice and wisdom from their point of view. I know a lot of men ain't about to sit back and let their woman lead their household, even in a small area, and hope and wish and be quiet. It takes, you know, a real believer, a real follower to trust in the Lord that he gonna put it in each other's hearts, the right decisions to make. So again, keep that in mind. Now, during that same message, he also mentioned something else, you know, unrelated to the story per se, but something that stuck with me. He said, how are you going to learn to love someone even if they don't love you back? You know, I struggle with that. So, you know, I don't know. I love from afar anyway, but if I know you don't love back, then ain't no more love this way, you know. So he's still working on me. That's why I keep going, because I'm not perfect. So if you don't need to go, then that means you got enough. I don't know. I'm not minding my business, but I guess I'm minding my business, but I'm not I don't know. I'm trying to mind my business, but I see you not going. So but shout out to those who are going, I will say. Because I want to shout out one of my homeboys. Shout out to you, B-Ter. You know, he was talking to me the other day, and he was saying that, you know, one of his goals was to be more consistent in church, and he was trying to set a parameter, you know, some goals around making sure he go and how many times, and, you know, with minimal excuses, of course. So, you know, shout out to him for even sharing that, because, you know, sometimes men don't be talking. Sometimes men don't want to be vulnerable. So definitely keep you a circle that don't mind being vulnerable. You know, who don't mind sharing a few things. That's how we all inspire each other. That's why I got the power. I'm trying to hopefully inspire a few people from time to time. Now, we all need inspiration right now, okay? Again, start with being in church. Like, That's how we could start. That's how you start your week off. I know everybody could go get a Bible. You can go read a nice scripture. You're right. But for some reason, as somebody who, grew up in church a little bit, it's just different. So if you're looking for change, if you don't need change and you good over there, keep doing what you're doing. Keep up the good work. Happy New Year. Keep doing what you've been doing. But if you're looking to see how you can spark some things, this is my first suggestion. That's all I'm saying. I would go to church a little bit. Like I said, we need some inspiration. And I want to ask, hey, when y'all taking y'all Christmas decorations down? Because for me, I still got a few things up. Like all my Grinch paraphernalia is up all year round. I'm gonna make this part of the basement. Sorry. That's who I am a little bit. At least that's how people feel about me. Grinch-like at times, I suppose. I don't know. I thought the Grinch was a good guy. But, I still got a wreath up, got me a couple bulbs up. I wind up nailing it to the wall. It's going to be permanent decoration. Sorry. It's not the live grass, so, I won't keep being in the spirit. Now, everybody else, some people think it's time to get rid of the tree right after the new year starts. I don't know. Get the new blessings pouring in. I don't know. For me, I think the lights and the colors do something. It usually get people in the spirit a little bit. And right now, I think we need some more spirit. In a few days, that guy, he coming back. Nah, I don't know. I don't like saying his name, but Trump coming back, y'all. Y'all wanted him, so y'all got him back. Is what it is. Y'all had options. Y'all didn't have to. You chose to. You did. It was a choice. You like a lot of things about him. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. The results say otherwise. And a lot of y'all been quiet since he won. I ain't hearing nothing. Every time he in the news, I don't hear no retaliation. I don't hear no pushback. Everybody has accepted. He is our president. Wow. Interesting. Nothing you can do, I guess. You see everybody supporting him financially. All the businesses you shop at. A lot of people who were saying other things in the beginning, changing their mind. I don't know. I don't know. He not going to jail. Y'all saw that? How you get convicted but don't go to jail? I don't know. The president, that's who. Hey, ain't much to say. We're going to sit back and watch. I hope y'all prepared. I hope y'all got y'all stuff together. I know you don't know what's going to happen, so I hope you prepared. I hope you got some insurance. Hope you got some savings. But y'all think he giving y'all another stimulus check? Another one? Nah. I don't believe it. He did that just to get reelected. Sorry. He already back. So you think money coming to you? I don't think that's what it's going to be. I've already heard he kind of want to make everybody go back to work. So all that work from home is going away. I work for him, so it's been already kind of going away a little bit. So be prepared, y'all. They won't see you every day. They won't micromanage you every day. They can't watch you the same at your house. Sorry. And the production is just not as great. They don't care. So good luck. Good luck. Now, I thought Kamala was gonna win. I did. I voted for her. Sorry. I thought she was gonna win. She was the better candidate, of course. But y'all said the ladies, we don't love the ladies like that. We love them looking good like that. Nah, Trump and Mr. Obama was, I mean, I saw it. Sorry. Y'all saw it. I saw it too. I ain't heard nothing, but Michelle ain't happy about that one. He was looking a little too long. So, you know, and the cameras called it too. Bro. You slept on the sofa that night. Sorry. You know, the guest room. You know, you looking. T.I. T.I. But him and Trump was, kikiing. They weren't just kikiing about that. They were cool. Yeah, Trump ain't. I mean, he a racist. Facts. He don't like people look like me and you. So I didn't understand why y'all voting for him out the gate. But y'all think y'all benefit from some of them tax breaks. Tax time coming up. Real quick, tax time coming up. Y'all not ready. Sorry. You're not getting back what you think you getting back. But y'all like to learn the hard way. Y'all thought them tax breaks was going to be for you. Unfortunately, not. But I wish everyone the best with that. Biden said he should have stayed in the race. Bruh, we let you pardon your son. And I'm surprised y'all ain't like that. Trump let Kodak Black and Lil Wayne come out. A few others. I mean, I ain't that mad. If I had a child, if you had a child, if anybody had a child, and I could get them out. Get out of jail free card. Like Monopoly. I'm sliding you that, son. And I'm mad at you for putting me in that position. But I'm not watching you in jail. Only black folk be trying to do that. My son, my daughter supposed to understand the hard way. Why? We watching everybody else. All the other communities look out for themselves. Look out for each other. Nah, at least publicly, at least, Now, what they doing behind closed doors, we don't know. But publicly, they be kind of rocking with the people that look like them. That's how Trump in office. But, whatever. Whatever. Can't tell y'all nothing. Y'all don't be listening to the pod like you supposed to. Can't tell y'all nothing. Y'all don't listen. But, I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep trying. I ain't gave up. We back. New episode. 100th episode. Say it with your chest. We back. So, but please stop frustrating us in 2025. We could do better by making a few adjustments. And that's what we're talking about. New adjustments. What you going to do different in the new year? 2025. 5, my little number. I ain't going to hold you. I like that little 5. It's going to be a good year for me. Your boy, T, successfully did not drink all 2024. Round of applause for your boy. Appreciate that. I did that. And guess what? Wasn't that hard. I thought it was going to be a little more of a challenge. I did. I will say. It wasn't that hard. I did that. And I see a lot of people starting to do that too. Cutting back. Giving up. Now, some of y'all doing that because they had the chief surgeon general come out and say they feel like alcohol causes cancer. Hey, look, we know it's not good for you. It's good to you. So, but sometimes people need warnings on the label. I don't know. Y'all don't be reading for real. So, I don't know. Liquor store is still full. So, I don't know if everybody heard the message, but I heard it. I heard it when my friend passed away because his was alcohol related. I heard the Surgeon General when he announced it. I heard when Rihanna said she didn't drink all 2024. I said, look at me and Riri. T and Riri. Look at that. That wasn't even planned, but when you're doing good things, that means others might be doing it too. So it is what it is. But I'm proud of myself, I must admit. Now, we're going to get into my New Year's resolutions because, hey, we back drinking. No, we're not back drinking with y'all. We're not back drinking with everybody. So don't get your hopes up. I learned a lot during this time about myself, about others. We're not going to get into that all the way right now, but I learned a lot. So I'm making some adjustments. But right away, I want people to know that you can't just jump right back into it, okay? I'm not doing that. I'm being smart about mine, okay? One, I just want to make sure I'm easing myself into it, You could call me Slim T these days because your boy done dropped under that 200, okay? Consistently. So we doing us, so we don't want to mess up the good momentum we've started. Again, don't be doing what you want. Don't be treating yourself and then messing up that good rhythm, that good momentum you had. You've been doing good. Why go ahead and mess it up? Now, I like to drink. I ain't gonna hold you. I come from the drinking community, okay? Shout out to my city, 504. But you got to know you don't always need it to have a good time. And I always knew that, although I do be liking to have a good time. So I'm starting off with that wine only, okay? Wine only in January, all right? First New Year's resolution for your boy. Because it's the New Year, new me, but it's still the same old tea. But we're going to wine only in January. In addition, next on the list, for your boy, for me, this is my New Year's resolutions. You don't have to support, but if you like, I don't mind you stealing a couple of things. It ain't too late. A lot of y'all be waiting till Lent. Sometimes you got to just incorporate new things. It's not just always about Lent. Most of y'all not even Catholic. Start with being a little more religious before you just picking up some of the habits randomly. At least understand what it means for real. Nonetheless, it's better to do something than nothing, I will say. So I ain't shooting down anything anybody's doing. Keep doing something. But keep adjusting if you want better results. That's what we are about over here. Better results. Now, second, we're not going out in January. We're not eating out in January. When I mean eating out, I mean sitting somewhere eating out. Maybe light takeout every blue moon, but we're not really trying to do that, okay? But we definitely not going nowhere to eat. We're not going nowhere to hang either in January. Because just because I wasn't drinking don't mean I wasn't socializing lightly, of course, throughout the year. It was the whole year, not just last month, whole year, okay? So we did a lot, but we did not drink, okay? So we want to ease ourselves back. But because we went out, we want to start off the month keeping our money in our pocket. So wine only, no going out, no real eating out, okay? Again, January. This is how January starts. Start off right. Start off fresh. Also, declutter. Now, we did that in December. We prepared, declutter. Get rid of the old. Get ready for the new. I bought out some new gear. Some new old gear. I mean, I already had it. It was just a different size when back in my slimmer days. So I was able to get back in these clothes. So you're going to see them real soon. Incorporated them into a new little photo shoot. New little marketing program here. New little marketing I got coming up, for the pod. You ain't got to buy it though. It's just for me looking good. That's it. Stay with your chef. But it's available. So, in addition, I told myself, with the drinking, we want to be smarter with that. I'm going to Uber more this year. Now, that's not just January, just this year. Because we're going to have us a good time. We're not going to minimize what we want to do at all. But I want to Uber more. That's not something I've done a lot. We're going to be minimally drinking when we're going out down the line anyway. Just because I won't be ready. I won't be prepared. A lot of bad things going on out here, and you got to be quick on your feet. Again, shout out to everybody who helped out others during the time of that tragedy event in New Orleans. I heard one of the victims pushed away a lady who was almost in front of the truck or something like that. I don't know how true all this is, but he lost his life, but he saved a life, they say. Only somebody quick on their feet gonna even be alert enough to know how to handle things. Sometimes we can't be always putting our trust in others to make sure we get home safe. So, a couple of things I want to incorporate in my life, things I wasn't doing. I don't come from a city that you got to call somebody to get you back home. Sorry. We professionals with that drinking. You feel me? But we got to be better. We got to be smart. So we not popularizing drinking like that, okay? Now, you got to do more things at the house. We got to do more socializing at the house. I'm going to be doing that. Not at my house. But, I'm going to be going to more house gatherings. Looking for more friends to socialize with at their house. And then I'm going to open up my house. We're going to take turns. Now, also on the list, I got a lot on my list. Because it's not just about January. It's about throughout the year. It's about adjusting for better. One of the big things I'm doing that I want to share is I'm trying to journal all 2025. I'm trying to write down my daily thoughts. I'm trying not to talk as much. That's why I'm back on the pod. I ain't been talking to too many people lately. But I want to start journaling more to be able to minimize giving so much unsolicited advice. That's really just about it. I want to see how it helps allow me to get my thoughts out, but without giving it to the person. That's really it. Most people don't look at my help as help, so I need to protect myself a little bit. Always like how it makes me feel. So, is what it is, okay? Now, what's on your vision board for the year? What kind of goals you got set? What adjustments have you been making? Now, a lot of y'all be saying the same old. Health is wealth. I'm back in the gym. Now look, for us who never left the gym, I can say that now. Yeah, I can say that now. I can. But my point is, we don't want to see you. We don't want you to mess up what we already got going on, okay? Now, before it snowed, of course, I was in the gym every day, every other day. And I started to notice a few people, picking up. Now, I already knew the peak times, everybody won't come in after work, in the morning, before work. Nah. So I've been trying to adjust my times to go when it's not as packed. And it's been working a little bit. And so, but even with that, I've still noticed a few more people. So I see what it is. Now, a lot of people not really buying new memberships. Seem like people just using the membership they've been paying for that they ain't been using. Now, look, come on, y'all. We all been doing that. We all come from that. But when are we going to get better? Okay, now, use the gym, y'all. I'm sorry. Use it. But be considerate a little bit, of the people who already be in there a little bit. Ease your way back in there. Now, for me, ease your way back in there by doing a few key things. Leave them Stanley cups at home. All right, please start with that. 2, leave that tripod at home. Everybody don't need to be recording at the gym. Sorry, a lot of that's in the way. Just go work out right now, okay? Now this for existing members too, okay? People who've been going, just leave that at the house. You ain't making no money off of it. Don't worry about it. You're doing too much. You just won't be seen a little bit, okay? It ain't it. Now, you don't need that partner this year, okay? Learn to go to the gym and work out by yourself. Guess what? There's a lot of people gonna be there when you get there. Guess what? If you go sit in a sauna, you're in a workout class, friends, associates, not friends, associates, okay? People there for the same reason at the same time. Spark a conversation you want to talk to somebody. It ain't got to be about nothing. You ain't talking to your regular friends about nothing. What's the difference? Again, going with somebody going to hold you up. It's going to stop your progression. Everybody don't need everything. And most people need that cardio, not the weights. The weights hurt you more than they help you. Because soon as you stop, them big bones, them big muscles turn into big backs. I don't know. That would it look like, at least a little bit. Okay, so I'm just saying, I know health is wealth. Keep it in mind at least, please. You see, I got the bench in the back. You can't see, but the bench in the back, we keep one at the house. Keep a few weights at the house. Do a few things at the house too. We got the treadmill in the garage. Do a few things at the house too. It's a lifestyle change. You got to start with that. If you really want to do something, it has to be something that you're changing forever. We got video now. Now all the nonverbals, you can see now. Look, everybody got some insecurities. I get it. Nobody need to know but you. Weigh your baggage stuff. Stop looking at what everybody else doing unless you think you want to work on one of them machines. Be on one of them cardio machines first and take some notes. Watch what they do and then go try it out on some low weights. Build your comfort up and then max your weight a little bit. You don't need that trainer. You don't want to pay for the trainer, so you don't need the trainer. Don't flirt your way to the trainer because you might have to give up some goodies. So I don't know. I don't know. Ain't nothing free in the world, okay? So, be good to others if you want them to be good unto you. Now, for me, outside of the gym, you got to be eating better. So, like I said earlier, man, stay out them people way at the gym, but also stay out them people restaurants a little bit. A lot of y'all don't cook no more. A lot of y'all eat out a lot. A lot. All your meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Snack time too. All the meals that's pre-made at Walmart, Costco, Kroger, Publix, that count too. Sometimes you got to go and cut the chicken up yourself. Sometimes you got to go clean the fish and the shrimp yourself. Okay, we pescatarians with a side of bacon this way. Pork bacon. That turkey bacon don't slap the same. Sorry. I don't care what kind you get. I done had it all. I don't mind it. I'm with that too. But just the pork bacon on the side. To keep it healthy. They say hungry tea. I said, sure I am, mama. Today we have a side of salmon, some sweet potatoes. Got that good brown sugar on there and butter for sure. And side of broccoli. To keep it healthy. I like watching it. Little man from New Orleans. He trying to tell y'all what to do. He eating his meals at the house. Nah, he got his mama cooking for him. You know, everybody mama don't cook. Shout out to my mama, I guess. You know, she be doing something some of the times. But sometimes you got to cook for yourself. You know what you like. You know what tingles your fancy. So, hey, at the end of the day, treat yourself, but treat yourself at home. That little boy be eating better than me and you. His mama be cooking good. I ain't gonna lie, it look good. He get desserts. And like I said, he keep a side of vegetables or a little salad. Now, I don't think he eating all that food. That's a lot of food for a little boy. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a lot of food, but that's what y'all plates be looking like. And that's why y'all be in the gym, and that's why them big backs, and, you know, that's why. Because what's good for you ain't always good to you. You need to be just having that salad. Because unfortunately, I think my city also leads in obesity. So the little boy don't look that old, you know. But shout out to them. They doing their thing. I don't know. I'm minding my business. You know, food look good. And his video is kind of funny. So shout out to them. But don't be doing what you be seeing, because it might come with some things you don't really need it to come with. Now everybody want to put their kids on TV. Everybody got to video their kids, every movement. Everybody want a baby just to dress them up just like them. I mean, look, it look okay. You know, have you a mini me dressed alike. You know what I mean? I ain't never did that like that, you know. My mini me ain't mini no more. I got me a little 15-year-old now, y'all. Oh, please, let's say another prayer. God, dear Lord, please, thank you for blessing us. We need all the blessings this way. Thank you for allowing our kid to get 15, to see 15, to be healthy, to be strong mentally and physically. And please guide and strengthen while we not there to protect, you know, because these kids are into all kind of things. So please let her know that she can always come to you first, Lord. Amen. So, yeah, add that in. Add you something to your life. Something. Some prayer time, something. Again, just to have that extra help, just to keep that good balance flowing, because we all need it. But I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm scared. I'm super scared about mine. You know, she looked like me. But outside of that, you know, it's a dangerous world we living in. You see, it ain't cheap. So I guess she gonna be looking at her daddy to be paying for some stuff, or she gonna be looking for a man. We're not thinking about that right now. We're not gonna start the episode off like that. Okay. We're gonna build her up so that whatever she feels she want, it's gonna be because she want it, not because she need it. How about that? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Whew. Can't think like that. Keep it positive. Okay. You know, we got to keep doing the right things, because the enemy out here. You know, protect yourself, protect your household. Again, who the leader of your household? You know, stay at home. Make sure you're cooking. Make sure you're watching some videos. Get some good recipes. You might be needing them. Cooking with Tara. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Just do better. Don't worry about it.
I can't do it, then it ain't real. I just make dollars, I don't make deals. I've been going hard in the paint, still blowing kush clouds till I can't feel like.
Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. 5 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me. That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right?